This news update is brought to you by
Grab somebody and tell them hello. Pure happiness will be connect to flow. Smile and cheer because that is we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow, yeah. Grab somebody and tell them this is how we flow.
It's Thursday, July the 30th, 2015, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news that government's attempts to prevent 4 convicted drug traffickers from taking their case to the Caribbean Court of Justice received a fatal blow yesterday when the country's highest court shut down the state's request. The CCJ yesterday said it would grant the 4 Guyanese Omwati Prasad, Leme Campbell, Gavin Green, and Rohan Rambaran leave to challenge the local court of appeals decision to dismiss their appeal on the grounds that they had given notice 3 weeks after their conviction instead of after the sentencing date. The regional court said it wanted to clarify this matter as well as the local appellate court's decision not to entertain applications for an extension of the time to appeal against the conviction because it had no jurisdiction to hear those applications. The 4 men were found guilty in 2009 and sentenced to concurrent jail terms of between 15 and 30 years. They gave notice of appeal 3 weeks after their convictions, and in dismissing the appeal, the Barbados Appellate Court ruled on April the 5th, 2015, that the notices had been filed on the wrong date. The state attempted to block the appeal to the CCJ on the same grounds, but in handing down their judgment from Trinidad via video conference yesterday, the regional jurist said they disagreed with the main reasons advanced for not wanting the CCJ to hear the convicts' appeal. The CCJ has set November the 9th to hear the submissions. The Employment Rights Tribunal was set yesterday afternoon to begin hearing a wrongful dismissal case against Massy Stores Barbados Limited when the Trinidadian-owned company indicated a preference for returning the matter to the Labour Department for reconciliation. The company's attorney, Satcha Kisoon, communicated this wish to the 3-member panel before it had started to take evidence in the matter in which former employee Sakiwa Wood is seeking a ruling on her dismissal 2 years ago. Suggesting that Massy Stores wanted the matter over and done with in the quickest possible time, Kisoon, who was flanked by the company's human resources manager, Dion Walcott, informed the tribunal that the company did not want to waste the panel's time with a long proceeding and would rather seek a resolution in the short order through a mediator. Deputy Chairperson Kathy Hamlin, who is heading the 3-member panel, agreed. She urged the applicant to accept the offer and return to the Labour Department for reconciliation with her former employer. However, it was only after Wood was assured that if the Labour Department failed to resolve her case, that the tribunal would still be ready to handle it did she agree to mediation. The tribunal said it would ask the Labour Department to set up a mediation meeting with the parties on or before August the 10th and report back to it by August the 21st. In the meantime, the Deputy Chair announced September 17th at 1:30 p.m. as the date for hearing the case if reconciliation failed. Outspoken Government Minister Donville Innes is not only disappointed that customs officers are still on go-slow, he's disturbed that they're receiving a full pay check. Speaking yesterday on the sidelines of the monthly luncheon of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Innes lamented that the action was taking a toll on businesses and the country as a whole, but workers appear not to care about the impact.
The thing that saddens me is that these folks who take industrial action invariably get their paychecks on time, 25th day of the month, but there seems to be very little regard for the people in the private sector, for example, who may lose their jobs or lose income for those who work, do job work, etc., because they have not been able to get supplies in to operate their own business. And those are the people that I worry the most about. The public officers are going to get paid, and they're going to get paid on time, and they're going to get the full amount.
The action by the customs officers has not only prevented businesses from securing their goods from the port, many are now facing increased costs. Executive Director of the Chamber, Lisa Gale, says since last week, increased duties were incorrectly added to goods originated from CARICOM, which are allowed to enter the country duty-free. The Chamber has already dispatched a letter to the Commerce Minister, the Acting Controller of Customs, and other senior officials to have the matter addressed.
We've spoken to persons at the Viconitor, which is the entity that does the charges for demurrage. We've asked them for some leniency. We've also asked the Port Authority for some leniency, Barbados Port for some leniency, and they've committed to assist them given this particular challenging time that is going on as it relates to the customs overflow.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
CBC is bringing Crop Over your way. Enjoy the color, the sights, and the sounds of the Barbados Crop Over Festival. Simply log on to www.barbadostoday.bb and book your favorite event. For just $25 or 51 Barbados dollars each, you can watch Soco Royale or Piccadilly Crop Finals. And for just $10 or 21 Barbados dollars, overseas viewers can watch Grand Kadooment. Be in the festival. Log on to www.barbadostoday.bb and book now. With CBC and Barbados Today, Crop Over is only a click away.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Got it in my hand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank. Got to understand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank. Ain't nothing like a core bank spare. None of them others just can't compare. You just got to love that taste. It's the world-class thing this land makes. Whether I'm cruising or at a bar, whether I'm at home, my bank spare is never far. For this blessing, got to give God thanks. My Barbados, my bank.
On to news from the region now. In Trinidad and Tobago, to be exact, the leader of the Jamaat al-Muslimin, Yassin Abu Bakr, rubbishes reports that the group is trying to destabilize the country. His comments come in response to a confidential memorandum from the special branch of the police service that was leaked on social media. The memo stated that the Jamaat was planning activities inimical to the state, such as moving arms and ammunition across the country to attack Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bissessar's private home and free the 11 accused of murdering senior counsel Dina Sitahal. Bakar insists it's all a rumor designed to cause mischief, and he urged police to protect Muslims from discrimination. And on the international scene now, a University of the Cincinnati police officer who shot a motorist during a traffic stop over a missing front license plate has been indicted on murder charges. Hamilton County Prosecutor George Dieters announced the grand jury indictment at a news conference to discuss developments in the investigation into the July 19th shooting of 43-year-old motorist Samuel Dubose by Officer Ray Tenzing.
This office has probably reviewed upwards of 100 police shootings, and this is the first time that we thought this is without question a murder. Yes, Sherry.
You have a license on you?
I have a license. You can run my name.
I think he lost his temper because he wasn't, you know, the Mr. DuBose wouldn't get out of his car. I think he lost his temper. And when you see this, you will not believe how quickly he pulls his gun and shoots him in the head. It's maybe a second. it's incredible. And so senseless, and again, I feel so sorry for his family, and I feel sorry for the community. This should not happen, ever.
And that's where we end our Barbados Today morning news update. However, you can join us again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media and bus terminals, or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.